सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। Vichara Sagara, Chapter 6, page 210, top line. इत्थं जाग्रत् पदार्थानां व्यावहारिकसत्ता स्वप्नपदार्थानां प्रातिभासिकसत्ता च वर्ण्यते केषुचित् ग्रन्थेषु। Nischala want to establish the world, the Jagat, is also like another dream, like our Swapna. Vedanta is very, very difficult when we hear this statement from the scriptures. The whole world, whatever you experience is unreal, Shastra says. You are experiencing the world, waking state, you are experiencing the dream state. When you go to sleep, you get sleep. When you go to sleep, you get dream. The dream is unreal. Everyone can accept. But when Shastra talks about the whole waking world is also Jagrat Prapancha, the experience of the world, what I am experiencing, is also like another dream. These dreams, two dreams are there. Normally one dream we know that is Pratibhasika Satta, projected reality, projected by the mind, one's own mind. Okay, but Shastra making use of this Swapna and telling Jagrat is also like Swapna. This portion is not acceptable for an ordinary mind set. Ordinary mind means a mind that which has not soaked into Shastra systematically, not able to grasp Shastra in deep, in depth. For that student, for normal people anyhow it is difficult. Even for a student who comes to Shastra, that student feels very, very difficult. Therefore, they reject Shastra statement with regard to Jagat api swapnaha, swapnavat eva. Not swallowable, not acceptable. But whether you accept it or not, fact can never change. For your acceptance sake, fact cannot be changed. Vedantic student is one who is ready to understand the fact however much it is difficult, who is ready to understand the truth however much it is difficult, but it takes a time to understand. So Nischala says, Trividha Sattavada, TSV, Trividha Sattavada, TSV. TSV is only for the Manda Adhikaris. What is Trividha Sattavada? Paramarthika Satyam Brahma is there, Vyavaharika Jagat is there, Ishvara created this universe, Ishvara Srushta Jagat Vyavaharika Satyam, Jiva Srushta Swapnaha Pratibhasika Satyam. In English we call it as Paramarthika Satyam as absolute reality. Vyavaharika Satyam is called a relative order of reality. Pratibhasika Satyam is called subjective reality or projected reality. These are the three orders of realities. Paramarthika Satyam is Sat, ever existent principle Brahman. Vyavaharika Satyam is Sadasat, it appears but really it is not there, therefore Anirvachaniyam. This Jagat is appearing, but on inquiry it loses its Satta, its own Satta. It is depending upon Brahman. Brahman alone is appearing. In me, the Brahman, Jagrat is appearing. In me, the Brahman, Swapna is appearing. This is the fact. So you have to travel along with this Dvividha Satta Vada. Dvividha means two types of orders of reality. Paramarthika Satyam is one order of reality, higher order of reality. Vyavaharika Satyam also included in Pratibhasika Satyam only. Therefore, there are no three orders of reality, but only Dvividha, two orders of reality, really speaking. For advanced student, now you understand who is advanced senior student, who feels comfortable with the Dvividha Sattavada. But the Acharya mentioned about Vidyaranya and other Acharyas who encourage, including Shankaracharya also, talk about Trividha Sattavada only. Trividha Sattavada only. That means three orders of realities are there. Mandukya, Gaudapada Acharya writes, I don't know why Sureshwaracharya is only coming in my mind, because Thursday's class is still it is there in my mind. Gaudapada Acharya in his Karikas also writes about Dvividha Sattavada. Jagat is Swapna like. Brihadaranyaka also talks about that only. Now, with this 329th topic, Trividha Sattavada topic is over. Now, in 330 topic which we have to enter today is Dvividha Sattavada or Drishti Srishti Vada. Now he is going to conclude the Drishti Srishti Vada. We are seeing the Drishti Srishti Vada. Topics are very, very heavy. Okay, we'll try to understand how our Shastra goes about this. Now, I will read the 330th topic. Up to 342 it goes. Now it is a pratigna he is doing now proposition. We call it as proposition, means pratigna. What is that pratigna? Anatma padarthanam sarvesham pratibhasika satta eva atma padarthasya paramarthiki satta iti satta dvividha eva ataha. The whole creation, Shastra introduced, Taittiriya Upanishad also introduced, Srishti created Brahman, from Brahman Akasha has come like this. Regarding the Srishti, there are lot of books and books written by Acharyas. This creation, Brahma takes the help of Maya and creates this universe. So Ishvara is the creator of this universe. In Puranas and also Shastra Puranas explain Ishvara created this universe, all 14 lokas, with the help of Maya. Maya is the Upadana Karanam. That Brahman is the Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Brahman is not undergoing any change. Maya alone is undergoing a change. Because of that Maya alone, Akasha is created. From Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi. Later, this whole creation has come. Srishti talks about creation. And we also accept that creation for time being, as Upanishad says, as an adhyaropa. But Upanishad says nothing is created. In that end, Upanishad says nothing is created really. Everything is appearing only. Experientially it is available, not factually. Here only, here Dvividha Sattavada takes place. When everything is nothing but non-separate from Brahman, there is no second thing. Srishti cannot be there. It is only available for experience. So how to see that topic? Anatma padarthanam, Vichara says, all that non-self entities, Anatma padarthanam means the entire Nama Rupa Prapancha. Sarvesham, all of them, without any exception. Sarvesham, including body mind complex. Pratibhasika satta eva. They come under only Pratibhasika satta, means lower order of reality, not even relative order of reality. No Vyavaharika satta we don't accept. Who says? The Dvividha Sattavadis. This is the Siddhanti. Purvapakshi now, Purvapakshi raises a question in the next topic that we will see later. Now what is this Dvividha Satta? We are going to see. When Dvividha Satta comes, Purvapakshi comes, Trividha Sattavadi comes, later again Nichaladasa gives answer. Atma padarthasya eva. Only the Atma alone is ekaha Atma padarthasya eva paramarthiki satta. Absolute existence. Satta means existence. Paramarthiki means absolute. Absolute reality. Absolute existence. Eternal, permanent. Satta iti. Sattva dvividha eva. This existence is only of two types. Existence is only of two types. One is absolute reality, another is projected reality or subjective reality. Dvividha eva. Ataha. Therefore what? I continue how this Dvividha Satta is going to be established. सत्ता त्रैविध्यपक्षो मन्दाधिकारिक इति अधुना उत्तमाधिकारिकसत्ता एकत्व प्रतिपादनाय जाग्रत् स्वप्नयोर्वैलक्षण्याभावः कथ्यते. I am going to sentence by sentence because it is little tougher how to go into that. I will see. Satta Traividya Pakshaha. If you take Satta Traividyam, we have to put this portion in actually fourth chapter, Uttamadhikari portion. Because fourth chapter only Uttamadhikari comes. Therefore, here Tattvadrishti, it is relevant to Tattvadrishti. But Nishaladasa writing here in this Tarkadrishti topic. Tarkadrishti means Kanishtha Jagrat Swapnayoho, Mandadhikarikaha iti. Three types of realities are only meant for Mandadhikaris, only mediocre students. Mandadhikari means who is not having a sharp intellect, who is not having a subtle intellect to grasp the teaching. Therefore, Adhuna Uttamadhikarika Satta. Uttamadhikarika, for Uttamadhikari, Adhuna now. Uttamadhikari means best student, the qualified student like a Kenopanishad student. Uttamadhikarika Satta Ekatva Pratipadanaya. For him, Satta is Ekha. For him means he is able to accept that. Only Satta Ekatva Pratipadanaya. Adhuna Uttamadhikarika Satta Ekatva Pratipadanaya. So that for Uttamadhikari's sake, to establish only Brahman, that is the truth, only truth, nothing else is there in the world. Pratipadanaya, to establish Jagrat Mithyatvam, to establish Jagrat Swapnayoho Vailakshanya Abhavaha. Jagrat, the waking world, Swapna, the dream world, dream experience, both of them do not have difference. Vailakshanya means difference. Abhavaha means absent. Vailakshanya Abhavaha. Non-difference of dream and waking state is going to establish, Kathyate, going to talk about. Next, Deshakaladi Karana Kalapamantarena eva Swapne Gajadayor Artha Utpadyamte Tasmate Mithya Ityuchante. Desha Kaladi. Desha means here place. Desha, Kala, time. Adipadat, etc. Vastu. Desha, Kala, Vastu. Karanam, their cause. Kalapam means the way of functioning. Kalapam. Antarena, without time, space and objects. Antarena, without that. Only Swapne, even in the dream, Gajadayaha Arthaha Utpadyamte. Elephant, etc. All dream objects are created in the dream by the dreamer, even though there is no sufficient space Elephant example only he is taking. Why? Elephant is so big. Today, Dasara, Mysore, they do lot of exhibition of that elephants. Mysore Raja. Elephants come in line, big, big elephants. Hmm? How in a dream that elephant can enter? There is no space at all. Gajadayaha, arthaha means objects, utpadyante. In dream, they are created by the waker. I, the waker, project the dream, project the elephant, utpadyante. Therefore, tasmat, therefore, they, all those elephants, etc., whatever they are projected by me, the waker in the dream, as a sleeper, mithya eva iti uchyante. They are all called mithya. Mithya, they are called mithya. Therefore, mithya means unreal only. Mithya means as good as non-existent. According to Dvividha Sattavada, Mithya means that which is as good as non-existent. That is called Mithya. Means what? They are not there. They are not there even though you are experiencing them in the dream. Dream is not a dream for a dreamer in the dream. Tasmat te mithya iti uchyante. For a waker, they are unreal. Mithya. Tatha eva. Tatha eva akashadi prapanchah srishtiraphi brahmanah sakashat deshakaladikarankalapam vina eva bhavati advitiyattvena brahmanah तत्र स्वल्पोऽपि देशकालादिर्नास्ति स्वप्ने तु गजाद्युत्पत्तियोग्य पुष्कलदेशकालाद्यभावे अपि स्वल्पदेशकालादिर्विद्यते सोऽपि आकाशादिसृष्टौ नास्ति. He says, Tatha eva. Similarly, in the same manner, now what we want to say, Brahmani kalaha api nasti, deshaha api nasti, he is going to establish. People are talking about this creation, worldly objects and all. Really speaking, Brahman is the cause of this creation. We are telling Maya Sahitam Brahma. Nothing can be created from Brahman, really speaking. Brahmani kalaha api nasti. Brahmani deshaha, place api nasti. Suppose you say Brahman creates Akasha. So Taittiriya Upanishad use that Akasha is created by Brahman. From Brahman Akasha has come. Adhyaropa. If I don't accept it as Adhyaropa, superimposition, if I take it as really Abhyupetyavada, hypothetically, let us take, okay, creation is real. Okay, Abhyupetyavada. If you take it is real, Brahman is the creator of this Akasha. If you take really, then who accommodates this Akasha? Who accommodates Akasha? Brahman only has to accommodate Akasha. Brahman accommodates the Akasha. Then Akasha accommodates the universe. Akasha accommodator. Akasha is the accommodator. Space is the place, is the accommodator of the universe. We say that. But Nischaladasa is asking here, to create Akasha, you require Kala Tattvam. When is Akasha created? When is Akasha created? Kala is required. So and so time. Kala is required. So to create Akasha, the essence of this paragraph I am telling, to create Akasha, you require a Kala Tattvam. And he is continuously telling, suppose Karanam, Kala is the Karanam, creation has come later, that means Kala must be there before the creation, before the product. Creation comes under product. Kala must be there. Akasha is the product. Akasha is created. Akasha created. When I say, immediate question is what? When? When it is created. When indicates, refer to what? Kala. When refers to Kala. Now, Kala is the Karanam. Kalam is there. That is to create Akasha. You require Kala Tattvam. Suppose Kala is there. Karanam is, Kala is the Karanam, must be Purva Kala Vyapi. Karanam is always, Akasha is the Karyam. When it is created, so and so time. The time must be before Akasha. It must be there. It would have been there. Purva Kala Varti. Karanam, the Kala must be the Karanam, and Brahman is there anyhow. Okay, Brahman is there. So Brahman is the cause of this universe. Akasha has come. Akasha to come. When did Brahman created this Akasha? You have to talk about Kala. Karanam. Kala also come under Karanam. Karanam is always Purva Kala Varti. Purva Kale Vartate. Before the product comes, Karanam must be there before. If Kala is the Karanam, was there before, Karanam is Purva Kala Vyapi. Before. Purva Kala means before. Karyam must be, Akasha must be Apara Kala Vyapi. Later it comes. Father comes first, son comes later. Similarly, when it is created, so and so time, you say the time principle was there before Akasha. Purva Kala Varti. Later only Karyam Akasha can come, Apara Kala Varti. So, cause is always prior to the effect. Cause, the Karanam, Kala must be prior to the effect Akasha. You have to give the Kala Tattvam if you want to talk about Akasha is born. Really, if it is born, Karanam must be there, the Kala Tattvam must be there, that Kala Tattvam must be prior to the Akasha. Prior to the Akasha, effect comes later. So then what will happen? Here, the Purva Apara is not there in Brahman. Purva Apara, prior and later, Apurvam Anaparam. Brihadaranyaka says, Brahman is Apurvam Anaparam. Brahman doesn't have before and later. Kala is Purva Apara is not there in Brahman. Therefore, Kala Abhavat Akasha Utpattihi Nasti. This is the conclusion. Kala Abhavat, prior to Akasha, there was no time. Kala Abhavat Akasha Utpattihi Nasti. Once Akasha Utpatti is Nasti, Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi, all cannot come. Akasha Utpatti eva Nasti. What to talk of this universe? Jagad Utpatti api Nasti. That is the conclusion. Akasha Abhavat Prapanchaha Srishti, Prapancha Srishti api Nasti. Na Asti. This is the conclusion. So, okay, if you say Maya is the Karanam, Maya creates. People say Maya creates. With the help of Maya, Ishvara is the creator. You only said, we said it is Adhyaropa. But we are taking Adhyaropa as real finally. Therefore, we want to attack that statement also. If Maya is the creator, really Maya is the Parinami Upadana Karanam. Shastra says, if it is real, 100% real, you are not accepting it is Adhyaropa, then what is the problem? Dvaitam problem will come. Ekamevadvitiyam Brahma will not gel in Advaita Vedanta. Sadeva Somedamagra Asit Ekamevadvitiyam. You cannot say that. If Maya is the creator of this universe, universe is real, if you say, if universe is real, Maya is real, you cannot say Brahman is Ekam. Therefore, problem comes. Therefore, what you have to accept, Ekameva Advitiyam, Ekam Advitiyam Brahman alone is there, we have to accept. Therefore, what we establish in this paragraph, Uchita Desha Kala Karanam Abhavat Prapanchaha Nasti. Uchita Desha Kala Abhavat Prapanchaha Nasti. He says in dream, we saw in dream there is one nadi, dream where it rises, where the Swapna Utpatyana, one nadi is there in the Kantha. There is one nadi, back of the neck, and the nadi, the dream will come. Even for dream, at least there is some time is there. An iota of time, 1 minute time is there. Dream comes only 1 minute, less than 1 minute. And the time is there, and the space is there, place also there for that dream. Of course, mind has got space, time and kala is there. Really not there, but if you take also for dream, it is possible. For Jagrat, that is also not possible. He says that alone here, see. तथा एव आकाशादि प्रपंच सृष्टि अपि ब्रह्मणः सकाशात्. From Brahman, Akasha, etc., the birth, the rise of the birth of Akasha, etc., Desha Kaladi Karana Kalapam Vina, without Desha. Here Desha means not Panchabhuta space, Desha means Kala. Sorry, Desha means place. Desha, Kala, time principle. Without these two, when it is born, where it is born. Normally, the boy is born. When we say the boy is born, when, where, we ask or not? Definitely we'll ask. What we'll ask? Where he is born, when he is born. When we introduce so-and-so person, or a great person, celebrity, like, great people, Nobel Prize, he is born so-and-so place, so-and-so time. Now tell me, the world is born. You include that same with regard to the world also. When you are talking about the birth of something, carefully listen. When you are talking the birth of something, entity or being or any other person, individual, immediately two questions will come. Where he is born? Where is the birthplace? What time he is born? Why this much time I have to talk? You know very well. When the child is born, immediately you write the Jatakam, no? Jatakam, the time when he is born, which place he is born. All these are required to produce the Aadhaar card. Desha and Kala. Afterwards only the child has come. Without Desha and Kala, place and time, child has come, or before the child comes, child is the product. And before the child comes, the Kala and Desha must be there. They must be Karanam. The place is the cause for the baby to born there. Kala is the cause for the baby to born. That is why you are telling when he is born, the baby is born, when it is born, so and so time. Which place? So and so place. That's what he is asking. Desha kaladi vina karana kalapam. Kalapam means a group of factors. Kalapam vina, without that, na bhavati, na utpadyante. Na bhavati means na utpadyante. Who is not utpadyante? Akasha. Akasha, adipadatu, vayu, agni, apaha, prithvi. So, Kala, Desha must be there before the Akasha comes. If they are there, what is the problem? He says, Advitiyatvena Brahmanaha. Brahman is secondless. Brahman is secondless. How can there be a Desha and a Kala? This is a very, very interesting topic. I like this topic. It is like a halwa. Advitiyatvena, Brahman is secondless. There is no second entity at all other than Brahman. Brahmanaha. Tatra Salpaha api, even a wee bit also. A wee bit also, little bit also, Desha Kala Dehi Nasti. If Desha also is there, Brahman is there, Desha also is there. Kala also there before itself, before Akasha. What you have to say? Brahman is there, time principle also there. Apana Dvaitam. Dvaitam comes more than two. Brahman is there. Akasha, space, Desha is there. Kala is there. But really speaking, Brahmanaha Anyat kimapi nasti. Desha kaladihi nasti. Swalpe api. Even a little bit. Even a little bit. What is little bit? Swapne tu Gajadi utpattihi yogya pushkala desha kaladhyabhave api. Even swapna, in dream, desha means location here. Kala means time duration, time location, space location. Swapne tu, but in swapna, Gajadi utpatti, elephant, etc., to born, to appear, yogya, sufficient, pushkala, sufficient desha, sufficient space, or sufficient time to born. How much time it will take? 10 months a baby to come out, delivery. Dream time is, that much time is not there. Kala adi abhavi api. Adi padat, any other factors. Swalpa desha kala dehi vidyate. Even though it is not there, really speaking, Swalpa desha kaladir vidyate. Swalpa desha kala. Very, very Swalpa desha kalam is there, swapne, because you are sleeping, no? That's why you have given this time to swapna. Sleeping time is 6 hours, 7 hours. You are giving fraction of seconds for a dream. Vidyate. Kaladhi abhavi api. Even though really it is not there, you are giving some time and space to that. Sopi akashadi srishtau nasti. That much fraction of seconds are also not there with regard to akasha. For swapna gajam, dream elephant, there is a fraction of seconds, few seconds, but it appears to you so many years, days. But akasha the srishtau, for the creation of akasha, srishtau, akash, srishtau nasti. What nasti? Desha kala nasti. Yataha desha kala dishunya paramatmanaha सकाशात् आकाशादि सृष्टिः श्रूयते अतः एव तैत्तिरीयोपनिषदि क्रमेण आकाशादि सृष्टि कथने अपि न देशकालादि सृष्टिरुक्ता. In Taittiriya Upanishad we saw तस्माद्वा एतस्माद् आत्मन आकाशः सम्भूतः आकाशाद्वायुः वायोरग्निः अग्निरापः अभ्यः पृथिवी पृथिव्या ओषधयः ओषधिभ्योऽन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः. Where anywhere Desha and Kala is discussed in Taittiriya Upanishad or mentioned there. Desha is not mentioned in Taittiriya Upanishad. Kala is not mentioned in Taittiriya Upanishad. That's what Nichaladasa is asking. Yataha, because Desha Kaladi, Desha, place, Kala, time, Shunya, Paramatmanaha. In Brahman, there are no, Shunya means absence of Desha and Kala. Paramatmana, from such a Paramatma in whom there is no Desha and Kala, Sakashat, from such a Paramatma, Akashadi Srishtihi Shruyate. Akasha Srishti is heard from that Paramatma where there is no place, space and time. Shruti is Shruyate means Taittiriya Upanishad. He is talking about that Akasha Srishti. Ataha eva. Therefore, Taittiriya Upanishadi, in that Taittiriya Upanishad, Kramena Akashadi Srishtihi Kathane, sequential birth of 5 elements. Kramena means sequential, in order. Akasha, Akashad, Vayuhu, Vayor, Agni, like that. Srishtihi Kathane api. Even though Taittiriya Upanishad talks about that creation which is gradual, one after the other, sequential, na desha kaladi srishtirukta. There is no mentioning, there is no desha and kala mentioned. Na ukta means it is not said by the Upanishad. Even though Upanishad talks about Krama, Upanishad did not mention the space and time while talking about the Akasha Srishti. This is the Taittiriya Upanishad. Shruti Pramanam is there. Shrutrakara Bhashyakara Dhivirapi Deshakaladi Srishti Vicharo Na Krutaha. Sutrakara means Vyasacharya. Brahma Sutra is written by Vyasacharya. Sutrakara by Sutrakara. Bhashyakara means Shankaracharya, who wrote all commentaries to Upanishads and Brahma Sutra, Gita, etc. Bhashyakara. So Vyasacharya and Shankaracharya also, they did not discuss about this Desha Kala Adi Srishti Vicharaha Nakritaha. They did not discuss about the Desha Srishti and Kala Srishti. Desha and Kala they have not discussed. Taittiriyopanishadaha Sutrakara Bhashyakarayoho Yoscha Ayam Abhiprayaha Yataha Akashadi Prapanchoha Utpattihi Deshakaladi Samagri Vina Utpadyate Tataha Akashadayo Api Swapnavat Mithya Eva Iti Srishtihi Utpattihi Adhyaropaha. How simple he is writing, very, very clear. Therefore, Jagrat universe and Swapna universe, you are talking, Swapna has got at least space, Jagrat doesn't have. Therefore, what? when Brahman doesn't have time and space in it, how can Jagrat Prapancha is born? When there is no time and space in Brahman, uh, how this Jagat is born? Srishti, Jagat is born. When it is born, where it is born, is there any place discussed? Any time is given? No. So Bhashyakara and Sutrakara, Brahman is other than Akasha. Brahman is other than time. Brahman is other than Desha. Brahman is separate from all of them. So Akasha only accommodate. Therefore Brahman accommodate Jagrata Prapancha is Adhyaropa. In Srishti, Drishti Srishtivada, this is said. What is said? Look into the portion. Ataha eva Taittiriyopanishadi said. Now Sutrakara Bhashyakaradhivirapi. So Vyasacharya in his Brahma Sutras and Bhashyakara Shankaracharya also Deshakaladi Srishti Vicharaha Nakritaha Taittiriyopanishadaha Taittiriyopanishad Sutra Kara Bhashyakarayoho Ayam Abhipraya. Therefore, the Bhashyakara and Sutrakara, Vyasacharya and Shankaracharya's opinion is this only. Their conclusion is this only. What is the conclusion? There was no time and space before the creation of Akasha. Even though Akasha, Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha word is used by the Upanishadaha, by all Upanishads, not only Taittiriya Upanishad. Many other Upanishads also talks about Srishti. When they are talking, Bhashyakara also never mentioned about Kala, Desha. Sutrakara also did not mention, because Upanishad also did not mention that. Therefore, Sutrakara, Bhashyakara, Ayam Abhipraya. Their Abhipraya is this. What is that Abhipraya? Upanishads, Taittiriya, etc. Upanishads, and Sutrakara, Bhashyakara, their contention is this only. Na Desha was not there, Kala was not there. Ataha. Yataha Akashadi Prapancha Utpattihi Deshakaaladi Samagri Vina Utpadyate. Since Akashadi, Akasha, etc., space, air, fire, water, earth, etc., Adipadat. Prapanchaha, then Prapancha comes, Aushadhi, Bhyonna, Annat Purushaha, or any other beings have come, Utpattihi, Desha Kaladi Samagri. Desha, Kala, and Vastu, Adipadat. Nothing was there. Samagri, Vina Utpadyate, without, Vina means without, Utpadyate, born. Since they are all born without time, space, and Vastu. There is no anything for this creation. Only Brahman was there. Brahman alone was there. That's why we never allow the students to ask when this Srishti is created. When is this Srishti created? We give the time also. Kruta Yuga time is this much, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. All these are Vyavaharikam. Afterwards, Pratibhasikam also. These are all Adhyaropa, teaching, method of teaching. That's what he says, concludes. Tataha, therefore, Vina Utpadyate. Afterwards, full stop is not required. Remove that full stop. Tataha Akashadayaha. Space Adipadati, air, water, fire, etc. Api Swapnavat, they are also like a dream. Mithya eva, mithya only. Hmm? Iti, this is the conclusion. In the Tippanikara, Pitambaradas, he gives Atra idam rahasyam. Hmm? If those are interested, they can look into this. इतः आरभ्य 342 अवतारि आवर्त अवधि दृष्टिसृष्टिवादस्य प्रतिपादनं क्रियते. That means 210 to 224 we saw already, page number 55. Sorry. In that page 210 to 224 page number we saw Drishti Srishtivada. Again he is concluding here, summarizing like the Rahasyam, all those things. So Tippani, those are interested, they can listen. This itself is too heavy, and if I go to Tippani also, I become an Advaitam. I alone remain. I want you all to attend the class. Okay. Therefore, Tataha Akashadayaha api, Akasha, etc. also, Swapnavat, like a dream, Mithya eva iti, unreal only. Then what do you mean by Srishti? Srishti is equal to Utpattihi. Utpatti means what? Adhyaropaha is equal to Utpatti is equal to Adhyaropaha. Only superimposition. Understand now? Utpatti means not creation, only appearance. Rajju sarpavat. Sarpa is born. When it is born? Rajju sarpa, born. Utpatti, when? Where? What answer can you give? Rajju sarpa is a bhranti. Utpadyate is equal to what? Adhyaropaha. Adhyaropaha. Vivarta upadana karanam. Rajju is a vivarta upadana karanam. Without undergoing any change, Rajju Sarpa appears. Rope snake appears. Can you talk about the birthplace of Desha and Kala of Rajju Sarpa? Can you call about the Desha and Kala of Rajju Sarpa? Can you make that shell silver, that silver appearing on the shell? Can you convert into ornaments? You cannot. Because Mithya Vastu, from Mithya Vastu, nothing can be born. Nothing can be born. Therefore, location is taken for granted. Because of Adhyaropa, there is Ajnanam, therefore that is Adhyaropa. Why Upanishad does that? Because we are in Ajnana, Upanishad comes down for our sake. Not that Upanishad is interested in talking about this Srishti. Because you people are very much enamored by location, time, birth, death, happy birthday to you. Inna Swamini, Brahmaya irken, Brahmadane, Shastra tells that only. Let's say Abhaye Bhayadarshinaha. Gaudapadacharya says, fearless Brahman. In fearless Brahman, people are getting fear. Eppadi bhayam varum? Fearless Brahman I am. Abhaye Bhayadarshinaha. So what? So location is taken as granted. Time is taken as granted without enquiry. Without enquiry. Do enquiry, you understand. Do enquiry about Rajju Sarpa. Do enquiry for about silver, sell silver. Silver, go and wear silver ornaments with that shell silver. No, like that only. Now, topic number 331. Now Purvapakshi, Trivida Sattavada Purvapakshi. Then Nischaladasa gives answer Dvividha Sattavadi. I will read page number 211, topic number 331. In this topic, Maya and Avidya are treated as one. Okay. देशकालयोरुत्पत्तिविषये आक्षेपसमाधाने ननु मधुसूदनसरस्वती स्वामिभिः देशकालौ साक्षादविद्याकार्यत्वेन उक्तौ आदौ माया विशिष्टपरमात्मनः सकाशात् माया परिणामभूतदेशकालौ जायेते ततः आकाशादयः उत्पद्यन्ते योग्यदेशकालरूपसामग्रीसत्वात् तत्सकाशाद् आकाशादिप्रपञ्चोत्पत्तिः सम्भवतीति चेत् पूर्वपक्षी त्रिविध सत्तावादी. Trivida Sattavada is the Purvapakshi here. In Drishti Srishtivada, it is Dvividha Sattavada. Purvapakshi quoting Madhusudana Saraswati for Trividha Sattavada support. Madhusudana Saraswati is one of the greatest Advaita Acharya. He has written like this. Purvapakshi is quoting. What quoting in Pura Madhusudana Saraswati himself also accepted all this creation and all. Deshakalayoho utpattihi vishaye. With regard to the topic of desha, space or place, kala, time, both of them, utpattihi, their birth, with regard to that there is a akshepaha. I have a question. If you have a question, I will give a samadhanam. Akshepa samadhane. Dvandva samasa. Akshepa samadhana. Akshepa means objection by Trividha Sattavadi. Samadhanam, answer, uttaram by Dvividha Sattavadi. Two orders of reality, argumentator. Nanu, Purvapakshi. To objection, Your Honor. Nanu. Madhusudana Saraswati Swami Bihi. By Madhusudana Saraswati Swami. Deshakalau. Deshaha cha kalaha cha deshakalau. Both. Desha and kala, both of them. Sakshad avidya karyatvena uktau. Both of them are the products of avidya, ajnanam. They are ajnana karyam. Both of them are ajnana karyam. Avidya is the karanam. Desha is born out of avidya. Kala is born out of avidya. Who said? Madhusudana Saraswati said. Therefore what? That Srishti, what we have introduced previously, Maya, Vishishta, Paramatmanaha, all those things he is presenting. That we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.